demand subscription internet-based TV services, they weren't prominent 9 years ago. They were just starting. So at that point, I still had cable TV, if you can believe it.
Why do we have to have a history session every 5 seconds?
Going to my house. One was going to my bedroom, and one was going to my living room downstairs. And I had cable boxes. Yes, all that old legacy tech. I had it all. Okay?
Legacy tech.
And that was my first agreement that I had
we
with
all know.
For 3 years, I had 2 internet lines, an actual home phone line, separate from like my cell phone.
Legacy tech. We all know what a fucking cable receiver is, you dipshit. Jeez.
Phones and stuff, but a separate home phone line plus 2 cable TV lines. So I had a lot of service coming into this house from this company. All right. What's happened is over the last 9 years, I have phased out a lot of these services. First of all, the first thing to go, the TVs are not needed. The cable TV is so expensive. I'm not kidding. When I got rid of it, I was paying like $80 to $90 a month for it. What the holy hell do they think they're doing? $90 a month for cable TV? You can get like 4 different subscription services over the internet for the price of the cable TV. That's insane. Why would I do the cable TV, right? That's just insane. So that was the first thing that I cut. I was like, that is a huge waste of money, and I cut that right out of there. Over the years, I tried my best to phase things in and out. One of the things that was always really silly was the way that this house was set up. Because 9 years ago when I moved into this house, I was told, oh, well, for you to have all this service in your house isn't equipped for it. So we need to install all this extra equipment to get your house to work with all this equipment. But the thing is, over the years,
man, they really suckered him into everything, didn't they?
I need in this house right now is
He's such a scab.
Okay,
not
so why
a
am I
scab,
telling you all of this?
A mark.
Well,
he's such a mark. It's like they were willing to fucking finesse the hell out of him. Anything they could think of. Yep, sure, whatever. You need this, you need that. Okay.
Because this is my 9th year in this house, and so I was starting up, essentially, a new contract with my internet company. So I had to call. Well, I take that back. I could have called, but I decided to do the chat. I did the online chat where you just go connect to an agent. And basically, this was about, I want to say 2 weeks ago. I think it was about 2 weeks ago, where it was my day off. And here's the thing, because you guys might say, Phil, why don't you do this kind of stuff on your days when you're working? All right? I'm going to tell you exactly why. All right? So it was my day off. And my wife is getting ready for us to go out for the day. So I said, all right, I got a little
my
bit
wife, as I point my finger
let me go to the office and
me.
let me try to set up the renewal of all the contracts and all of that for the next 3 years. Let me do it. So I go into, the chat, and I'm talking with this
I
agent,
love how
okay?
he hardly ever refers to her as Kat anymore. It's always my wife. Hey guys, you know I'm married. Hey, that's like a huge thing that I'm married, guys. It's my wife. Like, he's using her as like a status symbol, a trophy, and not as another human being that he loves,
And every time I do this, I get told different things. Oh, the service has improved. You can get this better one. You could do this. You could do this. They try to upsell you. Oh, well, you bundle this in with this and this. No, I like my things how they are. I'm going to keep it how they are. But what if you bundle this? No. I just told you. I don't want that. They try to upsell the shit out of you because they make a lot of money doing that. Okay, if they bundle all their stuff together,
so much
they make
money.
an insane amount of commission trying to upsell you. So, I shit you not. On my day off 2 weeks ago, it took me almost 2 hours. I'm not exaggerating. 2 fucking hours in a chat to work with an agent or customer service rep to renegotiate my contracts, to get into new 3-year agreements, to sign those agreements, and to get everything set up. 2 fucking hours. One of the things that really sucks about using the chat, the good news is when you use a chat, a lot of times you don't have to wait. If I called on the phone, every time I've ever called this company, I'm waiting 45 minutes before I speak with a human. Okay? It's always been like that. But if I get in the chat, I can usually talk to them right away. But here's the catch. When you're in a chat, you type them something, they can take 10 minutes to respond. What the fuck are you doing? You going to take a dump? You're picking your ass? You're talking to your friends there in the office? Why aren't you answering me?
Because it's a fucking bot half the time, Phil. Half the time is not even a real person.
Take their sweet time. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh my
you just gotta wait for the response, right? It's not like on the phone we're like, hello, are you there? Hello, I'm right here. Why aren't you talking to me? Right? So, yeah, like, I'm not kidding. 2 hours. Now, the good news is I renewed both internet lines for 3 years. One of my internet lines for free is getting an upgrade to be faster. It doesn't even, I mean, it's just standard now that you would have this faster speed.
Why so
I get
out
it
of
for nothing.
date?
I'm not paying any extra for it. And in fact, after the renegotiations, okay, my actual price on the internet is going down for the first year. And then it goes slightly up year 2. And then year 3, it goes to basically what I'm paying now anyway. So basically, with this renegotiation, a lot of stuff is decreasing in price. That's great.
Temporarily. You did hear that, right? it's going down, then it's going up, and then it's going down to about where it was originally. So the first going down and then going up kind of cancels each other out. So you're basically renegotiating for the same price that you're paying now. And you're getting, what, one of your lines slightly improved? Like, it's not actually going down, though. It's only temporarily going down for a little bit. And then it's going to go up again. So that cancels it out.
I'm going to save some money for a couple of years, right? Sounds good.
Not for a couple of years. For 1 year, you might save money.
Things, one of the things is they're going to basically come out and uninstall a lot of the old shit that I don't use anymore. That is just kind of sitting around. Old wires, old splitters, all kinds of old equipment and shit.
How many splitters do you have, okay? Phil?
So basically what they say is they want to have a tech come out to uninstall the
Are they going to charge you for the tech too?
Equipment, possibly upgrade the existing equipment if possible, and to run the new software settings or whatever so I get the better speeds. And I was like, so someone really has to come out here to do that? They're like, yes. I'm like, all right, fine. Let's do it. So I wanted to do it as soon as possible, and the soonest I could have got them out here was yesterday. Okay? Now, keep in mind, this was almost 2 weeks ago when I scheduled all of this. The earliest day they could get someone come out here was yesterday. All right? So I knew that I was going to have an interruption during the stream, and there was nothing I could do about it. All right? And I was assured it wouldn't be a large interruption. Oh, this will take like 20 minutes is what they say. All right, whatever you say. I know that's bullshit, but whatever you say, okay? So where we left it is renewing my internet contracts. I'm going to actually save money this time. The price is going down and then just going to equivalent to what it is now already. So I'm not increasing my price. I'm locking into my service for 3 years. Everything's good. Okay? Someone's going to come out here. They're going to uninstall old legacy equipment or whatever, upgrade equipment to new stuff, and that's that. All right, great. This sounds good to me. All right? So everything's well and good. We're good to go. A week passes. All of a sudden, I get an automated message from the company, a text message. Oh, you now have a second appointment set up for another install the next week. What? What the hell is this? Why do I automatically have an appointment set up for an install the next week? I never spoke with anyone about this. No one...
Because you have 2 accounts. Don't you remember telling us that you had 2 different accounts? So one for the one and one for the other one.
No one made sure that I was available that date and time. Why am I getting an automatic second appointment? What the hell is this? I don't even know. Now, once again, I knew.
I don't even know.
I absolutely knew that doing anything with this was going to be a major pain in my ass. So I waited until my day off again this week to deal with it. I knew if I tried to call or talk to someone during a work day, I wouldn't have time to do it. I told you, it took 2 hours for me to sign up for my new internet contracts. So I knew if it was not going to work during a work day. I got to stream, right? So I waited till my day off. So a few days ago, it's my day off again. And, you know, my wife again is getting ready to go out. All right, I'll deal with it now. Okay? So this time around, I go to do the chat, and it says, no chat agents are available today. What? No chat agents are available today to chat with you.
Womp womp.
What the hell is that? Why? Well, that's stupid.
Because they're busy?
They're supposed to be there 24/7, and no chat agents are available. All right? So I have to call. Already it's a huge hassle. So I call. And I put my information in. Of course, none of the options in the menu are like talking about, oh, you have a second installation appointment for no reason. You don't know why, and you want to talk to someone about it. Of course, there's no menu option for that. So you're fucking around with the automated menu trying to figure out, put me somewhere to talk to somebody. And I'm not kidding. I had to go wait on hold 25 minutes, and the phone hung up on me. I was not pleased. Okay?
I was not pleased,
that really
guys.
pissed me off. So I had to do it again, and then eventually I get to talk to a rep. I'm not kidding, it probably took me about 45 minutes to finally get a rep on the line. I talked to now this is a sales rep. I explained the situation, and the sales rep says, well, yes, I see in the system you have 1 appointment for your first date.
So why wouldn't he have tried to call customer service and not a sales rep? Sales rep is like probably going to try to sell you on stuff, not handle existing appointments and shit. Why would you do that?
This was yesterday, but you have another appointment for next week. I said, I never made that appointment. I don't even know what that appointment's for. I need to talk to someone about this and figure out what is going on. All right, well, we don't deal with that. We're going to have to forward you to the booking department.
No shit.
And they'll talk to you about it. All right? All right, fine, whatever. So they forward me over to this other department. You know, a woman picks up, incredibly heavy accent. So you know this is not...
here comes racism.
This is a call center somewhere, okay? When you get to a call center somewhere, you know that they have no ability to help you. I'm sorry, it's just a case. You get forwarded to a call center. Call centers mean they just sit there, they read a script. And if
not true at all, but okay.
So I'm talking to some woman in a call center, and she says, okay, here's what happened. You have 2 accounts. So when you initially did that 2-hour conversation with the sales rep to renew your contract, he put up the installation appointment for one of your accounts. But you need 2 installation appointments because you have 2 accounts.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I don't. I'm going to have 1 appointment where 1 tech will come out here and do all of the work. I'm not going to do 2 appointments for you because you don't know how to run your company. I'm going to have 1 appointment. It's that simple. I'm not wasting time with you.
Oh, they must love him over there.
And this woman, her brain proceeded to melt through her ears, all over her shoulders, because she probably had never heard something like that before.
Yeah, she never heard of some idiot having 2 different accounts on, like, or 2 different lines. You know what I mean? Like, 1 customer having 2 different lines. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No idea what to do.
Like, why would someone do that?
She couldn't change the appointment. She had no... I said, well, can I talk to your supervisor? Can you forward me to another department? She had no idea what to do. She literally admitted to me on the phone, I have no clue. All I do is read a script. I don't know what to do at all. I said, can you help me in any way? No. Oh. You can't? No, there's nothing I can do. All I can do is reschedule appointments. So if you want to change the dates and times of these appointments, I can do that. But outside of that, I can't help you with only having 1 appointment. Like, there's no way to do that. The system doesn't allow for it. There's no supervisor she has that can interject or help. She has no one to go to. She just sits there and does this all day at a call center and has no power to do anything. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so what do we do now? And she's like, well, I don't know. I was like, well, she said, here's what I want to do. I want to send you back to sales. You want to send me back to the sales department, the department that I took 45 minutes to talk to and couldn't help me and directed me to you. Okay. So she tried and said, oh, I can't get sales on the line. I said, no kidding. It took me 45 minutes to get them on the line. What makes you think you're going to get them on the line? So literally she lied to me. She had no idea what she was doing. And she lied to me and said someone will follow up with me. No one followed up with me. Okay. So then what I proceeded to do was I contacted the social media team for my company.
I love this. It's like he can't accept the fact that, like, not everyone is going to be able to help him with something, or if he doesn't get immediate gratification, he will do everything in his power to go above, to go, like, to the high, to, like, the person he talked to, he's gonna go above their heads and try to get, like, he'll go, like, as high on the ladder as he can to try to get someone to fix his problems because he's the biggest fucking Karen. And he can't wait. He has no patience whatsoever. So he needs everything fixed right away. And he'll go, like, as high up as he fucking can. He's like, so he'll make a big fucking complaint and whining like crazy on Twitter. And, like, hoping someone answers. And they're like, this fucking idiot's over here, like, blowing up our Twitter. Someone should probably look into it. Yeah, I know. I just dealt with him. He's kind of an asshole. I'm like, we don't really know what to do with him. Like, fine, I'll deal with it. You know, that's kind of how it is. Like, he can't take no for an answer. He can't accept that he was the one at fault for fucking having 2 different lines on 2 different accounts.
And I explained the whole situation. I said, this is the stupidest thing ever. You guys don't know how to run your company. They agreed with me. They said, this makes no sense.
They're not gonna... This is such bullshit, too, by the way. Like, oh, yeah, they agree. No one's gonna agree with you on the fact that they don't, like, if you don't know how to run your company. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of all fucked up over here. We don't really know what we're doing. No one is ever going to admit that. No one. No one's gonna be like, that's customer service 101, where it's like, it's not like admitting that, but it's like, we're sorry, I don't know why they said that. Here, let me get it fixed. That's probably what happened, but he's blowing it up to be like, yeah, you're right. She's a fucking idiot. She doesn't know how she's doing. Like, no company's gonna say that and go against their own employees like that. They don't usually do that.
So what they said they were gonna do was notate in the account everything going on. Okay, when the tech came out, you know, if they needed to interject, they were gonna try or whatever, and basically they were gonna try to figure all this out. Okay, good for you, right? Whatever you say. So, knowing that basically all this meant nothing and I had wasted all that time. So again, that was probably another 90 minutes to 2 hours again on my day off. Wasted. Trying to figure all this out.
On my day off.
Is anything going to come of it, right? So now fast forward to yesterday. So, my first appointment for an install, all right, is supposed to be yesterday between 12 and 2. But I don't know when they're showing up. They could show up at 12, they could show up at 2, or they could show up any time in between, and you won't know until they're like 5 minutes out.
Yeah, that's the nature, especially of cable companies and bigger companies like this. So it's like, here's a time frame. be home anywhere between 9 a.m. and like 6 p.m. And it's like, yeah, you got to be home all fucking day, because they give you a huge time frame, because they don't know exactly what order the repair guy is going to go about it.
So now you know why yesterday I had no idea what to tell you guys was going to happen during the stream. I had no clue. So while we've decided to do the Honda placement matches for ranked, all of a sudden I get a text, oh, they're 5 minutes out, they're going to be here. Oh, great, right? So basically, I've hurried
and then
through
he
my
acts like
matches. I had to
his
cut the
job and his
The guy was at the gate
streams are
behind
like
the gate,
so
here,
fucking
right?
important.
So the guy shows
Phil,
up.
they're
and I
not
let
that
him,
important.
and I
They
explained the
really
situation.
aren't.
He goes, this is not the first time I've heard this. This will not be the last time I've heard this. This is incredibly dumb. I agree with you. First of all, you shouldn't need to have 2 accounts for 2 internet lines. There's some weird way, some reason why the company does it that way. He says it's always been that way. They don't seem to want to change it, and it's a big hassle because there's multiple businesses who have internet lines more than one, and they need to have like 10 accounts. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense, but that's how they do it. He says, in addition, yes, this whole thing is wrong.
So another
I
contractor
should be here
guy.
to do all the work. He goes, but guess what? I have
sure.
a job.
That's what he said.
Assigned to me. My job today is to upgrade one of your internet lines, to do a different install, which was news to me. I was like, a different install? What are you talking about?
What are
to
you
remove some
talking
equipment.
about?
So that's the job he had. He didn't have the job for the other internet line. So he's like, technically, I can't really do anything for the other internet line equipment-wise. That doesn't mean I can't do other stuff while I'm here, because I'm here, I'm going to help you out as much as I can. All right? So basically, here's what happened yesterday. Okay? You ready?
And
here's
like,
what happened yesterday.
So this guy is so starved for human contact, right? Because it's clear he doesn't talk to Kat about a lot of stuff like this, right? Because like, if he talks on a regular basis to Kat about every stupid little thing that bothers him, he wouldn't feel the need to come on these podcasts. Like, it's not even our podcast, but to come on this and talk about all this crazy shit going on and everything, right? And he's so starved for human contact, so he was probably following this cable guy. He's following this cable guy around like he's a lost puppy, just like, what you doing now? What is that? Oh, what's that mean? It's like, just bugging the ever-loving shit out of him. Just asking him a bunch of questions. And like, by the way, did you know I'm a streamer? Did you know I'm a gamer? Like, I stream all the time, so hopefully this will help. You should come and check out my streams, dude. It's like the opposite of the movie The Cable Guy, but it's like the cable guy is not the crazy one. It's the client that the cable guy shows up to. So the roles are just reversed. So it's like, instead of Steven, like it's the client that's fucking insane, not the cable guy. The cable guy's just some poor schmo who's working a normal job. Fucking client's like some psycho.
Today. Hold on one second, everybody.
Cable guy. What is he doing? Banning someone?
Sorry, I got distracted.
Banning stuff.
Okay.
I gotta pull attention to it.
Here's what actually went down when the install guy showed up. First of all, the guy was very friendly, knew everything about everything, was incredibly informed, not only on what he was here to do, but on new products and all. We had great conversations that basically in the next few years, I may actually be able to get rid of the 2 internet lines. Right now, it probably still wouldn't make sense, but in the next few years...
What? Phil! You can get rid of the 2 internet lines now. Why are you keeping 2 fucking internet lines still? You're so... Oh my god.
I may be able to get rid of one of these 2 internet lines. Only get one that's like the highest capacity, and it should be enough to handle everything. Plus, apparently,
it's enough to handle everything now. What is so data consuming that fucking Cat is doing downstairs where that's gonna somehow affect the quality of your streams? I don't think so. Philip. Like, what is she playing Skyrim for the 20th or 30th fucking time? She probably has that game already downloaded, so she's not gonna re-downloading it. And that's not really an online game, so she's not really gonna be using a whole lot of data, except maybe being on her phone every once in a while, or on her laptop, or whatever the fuck she has. So it's like, what exactly do you need 2 lines for, Phil? I've streamed on my computer, and my boyfriend was like in Discord calls and doing stuff like that on his computer, and it was fine. There's no interruption of like, it was not like oh no, you're both doing data intensive stuff. Oh, and there's no dip in quality or anything, Phil. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can stream, capture, and do all this crazy stuff just fine on one line. You don't need 2 lines.
Infrastructure
and
upgrades
we've been telling you that for years.
I might be good to go forever. Like, I won't have to worry about all this nonsense ever again. Okay? So that was good news. Okay? Now, did he do any hardware upgrades whatsoever? You ready for this one? No. He literally didn't upgrade anything. He didn't have to upgrade my modem in the office. He didn't have to upgrade the modem downstairs. I kept all the same equipment. So why did he have to come out? Well, there was 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is because with this new package that I got something new that literally the customer service rep didn't even tell me I was getting.
So I'm confused. You notice how he never said anything about a router? So does he not have a fucking router? Because, like, he said he didn't upgrade the modem, and he did mention the fact that the downstairs one, at least, is Wi-Fi. So if the downstairs one is Wi-Fi, then he should have a router. Or is his router just not through the Comcast, and it's like his own personal router? Because, like, my router is not through Spectrum. We bought our router privately, and we just use that along with, obviously, Spectrum modem. But so is that why he didn't mention that? Or was he just doesn't have a, like, router? Or maybe he doesn't have one upstairs, and everything is... Because if everything is cable, then, like, he would have an Ethernet cord to what? His PS5, his Xbox Series X, his Switch, his TV, his PC, and his laptop. I kind of doubt he would have that many Ethernet cables unless he's really that stupid. Right? So I don't know.
Okay? What I received is a totally new piece of equipment. It's weird, because I don't know if I'm ever going to utilize this, okay? Here's what it is.
I mean, you could.
It is a cellular backup device. Okay? What does that mean? It means that...
Shit.
Cellular backup device.
What is that? Is that like a booger hanging out, or is that just like a part in his mustache? Is that just like a part where there's no hair in his mustache, or is that like a boogie? Yeah, you have something under your nose that you might want to go get a Kleenex, Phil. Nice. Oh my god. You know what he looks like wearing this too? It looks like Mama Burnell dressed him up for school picture day. Oh Jesus. Oh, sweet Phil, don't forget to have your school pictures today, sweetie. Oh, you look so handsome, my big handsome boy. I made sure you're wearing your best shirt ever. Now go and make sure you smile really big for the cameras, sweetie.
Device.
I combed your hair extra good today just to make it look pretty for the cameras.
Okay? What does that mean? It means that for some reason, if my internet goes down, all right, I have a device that I can plug in my PC into it. And instead of using the internet lines like I use now, it's a cellular phone internet service device that will connect to
it's my cell phone telephone.
The satellites that the cell phone services use and give me temporary internet. Now, is it good internet? No, it's 4G quality internet. It's outdated.
4G internet is still actually decent for especially streaming. He's such an asshole because like with his old outdated iPhone that he has, I don't think his iPhone is even capable of getting 5G. Because his iPhone is either an iPhone 6 or an iPhone 7. So I don't think his iPhone is even capable of utilizing 4G or 5G at all. So what's the point? You know, it's like he's shitting on 4G. It's not as good as 5G. True, but 4G still will allow you to do quite a bit of decent shit with it. especially if your power went out and your phone can't even utilize 5G anyway. And I highly doubt your PC and laptop are set up for wireless shit anyway, because the way you're talking about it, well, his laptop probably would be, but like the way he's talking about it, like, seems everything is hooked up to Ethernet cables. So like the only thing that probably has the ability to hook up to Wi-Fi besides his consoles is his laptop, presumably, but he won't ever dare to stream with just through his laptop alone, God forbid. And so yeah, he's not going to do that anyway. So what's the difference? Because I guarantee you, his piece of shit PC over there probably doesn't even have a Wi-Fi card in it. So like, what difference does it make? You're not going to use it anyway.
And in fact, the guy outright admitted to me, he's like, this is not fast enough to do anything you're doing. He's like, you're not going to be able to be streaming. He's like, if you try, it might work. It'll be choppy. He's like, it's not going to be good. This is for basic internet use. If basically your
phone can't adjust, your phone isn't compatible with 5G anyway. It's too outdated. So your phone's outdated. So it's not going to work really fast with a Wi-Fi if it was 5G anyway.
And by the way, it's like this huge thing. It almost looks like a modem in itself with a giant antenna thing on it. So it's way more powerful than, say, this. This is what I do. My internet goes out. I try to connect with this to the internet via satellite, and I'll post up on like
satellite. Fucking. I didn't know your phone was a satellite phone, Phil. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah. So it's my phone, and it's a satellite phone, and I point it up at the sky, and I get a good reception, and it goes boo all the way up to the satellite over there, and the satellite will bounce it back to Comcast. And I get internet, and I get 4G, not 5G, because my phone's old, dude. Like, oh my God, it's not a satellite phone.
Twitter or my
Wi-Fi is not satellite, Phil.
Channel page. Hey guys, the internet's out. I'll let you know when it's back. So this is like an over-glorified, way more powerful version of this, basically. All right, but he outright said, "No, you're not. You are not gonna."
It's like a generator, but for Wi-Fi, dummy.
Gonna be able to do your normal work. It's not going to work. It's not that fast. It's meant as an emergency backup. Let's say a business had a point of sale system where they check out customers.
Giant antenna tower sticking out of Phil's roof right now.
Yep. That's it. That's what it's for. And I said, so does this cost me anything extra? He's like, no, this is part of your package. So whatever you signed up for, this is what you got. It's your backup. But he goes, literally, you can never use it. You don't have to. It's right over there on the floor. Okay, he says you can plug it in.
Perfect spot for it on the floor.
So if your power goes out, it still runs.
Not like near his modem or high up, so it gets satellite or anything.
Yeah, it's all it is. I was like, so why would I want this? He's like, for you, you don't want it. He's like, another business that has, again, sales transactions, that's why they would want it. He's like, you have no reason to have it.
But yeah, for sales transactions and stuff, but you're not really a real business, so I don't really know why you would even want it, because let's be honest, you're not a real fucking business.
Essentially, I got this. I was never told by the sales rep I was getting this. I didn't even see that in my contract, but I got it, and so
because you signed up for business class internet. So they assume you're a real-ass business and not some Joe Schmo idiot streaming outside of a closet.
Have this thing.
Inside of a closet.
Sitting around. I don't know if I'll ever get any use out of it all.
A filthy-ass closet streaming online to 5 people.
Right? So, okay. So he's like, that was one of the main reasons he showed up. That was actually the primary reason why he was sent to the house. Okay? And I was like, so what would have been the other reason? Because everything they told me was that you're doing equipment upgrades. He goes, we're doing no equipment upgrades at all. All I'm going to do is restart your modems with new software. We're going to push a software update out, and you'll get better speeds. But outside of that, everything's the same. And he even admitted, he's like, this could be done from the office. No one had to come out here to do this. The reason that they had me come out here today was money. He goes, that sales rep made a commission. When he made this appointment today, he made his commission. He says, of course, I get paid for being here. So I'm happy I'm here. But he even said to me, he's like, is there something I can do to help you because I'm out here? And I said, well, you know what? I have all this legacy equipment out here, and I would like to see if we can get rid of legacy
equipment.
So he basically, what he did is he went through my house.
And he rocking back and forth. You're acting like a goddamn crackhead, like who's itching for his next fix. Jesus Christ.
And he said, whoa, you still have this? And we were in the bedroom, and I have this little thing. It's a little power adapter in my bedroom, plugged into the wall, and it has a cable line coming out of it. Now, I never understood what it was. It was never explained to me what it was 9 years ago.
It was never explained to me what it was, and I never thought to maybe even ask them what the fuck this thing is.
when I moved in, I was just told, you must always have this plugged into the wall. If not, all your internet will go out. That's what I was told, okay? So if you haven't noticed, every once in a while, my internet goes out, and I say, oops, it was the power adapter in the bedroom. It got loose, and now that's why the internet went down, so we just plugged it back in, and now it works again, okay? So come to find out, you want to know what that was? An amplifier. What is an amplifier?
Well, a Wi-Fi extender? A Wi-Fi extender? Or is it like something to broaden or supposedly strengthen the signal from the Wi-Fi? Whatever it is, guaranteeing you that it's slowing down his fucking, it's slowing down the strength of his actual internet, 100%. Because like the more amplifiers and extenders and all this shit that the internet has to go through from the outside of the house to in your computer, the more slower your internet's gonna get. You know what I mean? So like, why didn't you ever question this before?
Strengthen the signal of cable and internet in a home where it doesn't really have the capacity to handle what you're trying to do in that home.
Sounds like a Wi-Fi extender.
When I first moved here 9 years ago, I had 2 television cable lines, a home phone, and 2 internet lines. This house couldn't handle it. So I needed to have an amplifier in the bedroom.
Wait, why would you have 2 television lines? 2 cable lines? Like 2 TV cable lines? Like, usually you would just have the box or whatever, and the box would be good for the whole house, right? I mean, I haven't had cable in a very long time, but I thought it was like the cable box, and then you could have like multiple TVs connected to the cable box. You didn't need a cable box for every fucking TV. And even if you did have a cable box for every TV, it would still all be connected to the one cable television line that would lead out to the road or whatever. You wouldn't need 2 television lines. Was he paying double for television too? Because holy shit, that'd be insane if he was paying double for television too.
It would boost the signal throughout the entire house, and if that amplifier got loose, everything would go off. So he's looking at it, he goes, all you have left, all you have is 2 internet lines. And he's looking at it, he's like, you don't need this. So he's like, let me do something for you. And he went outside, he went to the cable, you know, outside is where all the main lines are, all the boxes. He comes back in, he goes, I'm gonna do this. He unhooks the amplifier, he unhooks a ton of couplers and shit that were in the house. I had extra wires out the ass in this house for no reason.
Why? Why would you have all this bullshit?
All this shit. He goes outside again, he comes back in, let's try your internet. We turn it on, the internet is even faster. He goes,
yeah, I bet
if you have, is your internet's been slower.
Yeah, dumbass, because you have like a million things connected to it before it even gets to your computer.
Because you've been running it through this amplifier and everything. He's like, you don't need this anymore. At one point you needed it. He's like, all you have is 2 internet lines. You don't need any of this anymore. So now you're going directly to the outside line. You're not being rerouted through your whole home through this amplifier. You're right out to the lines outside.
No
your
shit.
internet will now be better. You won't ever have to worry about hitting that stupid thing.
This is common sense. Like, and obviously the last things you have
be a potential problem have been removed from your home.
To it.
And I was like, dude, well, now I'm happy you came out here. You know, I mean, at first it was gonna be a complete waste of my time because you're telling me I didn't need any equipment upgrades to begin with, but now I'm happy you came out here because you did me a solid, basically. You didn't have to do that, right? So then he goes, well, what about this other appointment? And I said, which just goes to prove every goddamn time that he had a leggy match in a fighting game, it was him. It wasn't anyone else. It's like, oh, you over here with your scrub tactics and you're so slow, you fucked up internet, you shouldn't even be playing this fucking game. When the whole fucking time it was him. It was you, DSP. Your shit-ass internet was causing you to fucking, like, supposedly, was causing you to lose these matches. Even though that's not really why he lost the matches, but that's what he was using as an excuse. So, we better not ever fucking hear you bitch and complain about lag in fighting games ever again, because obviously it's been fixed, if it was. Look at it. So we were able to look at it, and basically the other appointment literally was a phantom appointment. I didn't need a second appointment for any install. There was no install. He says that modem you have downstairs is exactly the same modem they're going to give you for that level of internet. If someone comes out, they will literally come, restart the modem, and walk out the door. There's no install to be done. It's another phantom appointment where a sales rep is trying to make a commission. So they're trying to force a second appointment
Plus,
on you,
I don't think
and you don't need
they
it.
make a condition.
I was like, wow, that's pretty messed up.
I don't think they make the sales rep makes commissions in that way. I think the sales rep might... Yeah. The sales rep makes commissions by selling new lines to people or to having people upgrade their policies and plans to upgrade them or extend them or whatever. So if he's under some kind of contract, they might make a commission if they convince you to sign on for another 3 or 4 years, or to upgrade your services, or to have a brand new account join them. They're not making a commission just to have some tech guy show up. That's not the case.
So basically, he spent over an hour here, but in the hour he was here, he installed a piece of equipment I will never use, this weird 4G internet device that I'll probably never use.
And he's bitching about getting something for free, too.
But he did upgrade my internet to be faster, and he basically cleaned the house up with all this excess lines and shit, so now my internet is actually going to be better. You know, I was like, okay, great. So basically, all this happens, right? And now he leaves. I'm like, whoa, let me test everything. So I turn everything on. Everything's great, man. Everything in the house is great, you know? But it's funny because then immediately I get a message from the social media team. And they say, so what happened? Because they don't even know. What happened with your visit? And I was like, well, the person who came out here was outstanding. They went above and beyond. They cleaned up a bunch of stuff in my house they didn't need to do. So I give that guy top ratings. If you send me a survey asking me about his service, I will give him the maximum rating possible. All right? And I was like, but I found out a bunch of stuff. I found out that basically you guys have multiple appointments for no reason. You're trying to waste my time to make money. I don't appreciate that. And I want this taken care of. And they go, all right. And the next thing I know, your appointment for next week has automatically been canceled. Yeah, they just canceled it. So, I mean, pretty much admitting I never needed it to begin with. That it was just a way for them to make extra money. Right? So they just canceled it. And that was it. And after that, nothing. Now, was I ever contacted by anyone in regards to the situation like I was told by that scheduling rep? No. Was I given any kind of, you know, actual... I can't even rate the install guy. I would love to. I can't. There's no way to rate.
See, this is just further proof that he's a huge fucking Karen and that he lives on rating people. He lives on going on Yelp or these customer surveys. Tell us how we did. You know those fucking bullshit surveys no one ever bothers to do because they're a waste of fucking time and no company actually takes those fucking surveys seriously at all? He does every goddamn one of those. Every time he goes in and he gets like an email, it's like, hey, we just saw that you had an appointment with us today. If you click this link, you can go to a survey and let us know how we're doing. Thanks. Like, he clicks on it and spends like 10 to 15 minutes per survey, wasting his own damn time doing that because he loves that. He thinks he's like, oh, God, I might get someone fired because they treated me so terribly or whatever. And he loves rating people like they're beneath him or some bullshit. I'm like, no company actually takes those seriously or ever actually reads through those. You know that,
I got an email today asking about the scheduling. Not about the install guide, but the scheduling process. What do you think I rated that? Right?
Oh, you really showed it to Comcast there, huh, Phil? Oh my gosh, someone might even get fired for that. Because they didn't do a good enough job for Mr. Instant Gratification here.
So anyway, that's absolutely ridiculous the way I was handled. I mean, literally 2 hours.
So ridiculous.
In a chat to renew my contracts, just to be told one thing, not to be explained what I'm actually getting with my contract, because I had no idea that that 4G unit was even part of the contract, not even told that. All right?
It's gone now.
I get an appointment.
Look, it's gone now. No, it looks like it might still be there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It looks like it's gone, though.
For an install, come to find out, you know, I didn't even need an install, right? So that was baloney. Then, a week later, I contact them for this second phantom appointment. No one can help me. No one knows anything. I waste another 2 hours talking on phone lines with these people in a circle. No one can help.
Plus, like, I'm sorry. I know I'm, like, being distracted and not even really listening to what he says, but, like, obviously, his goatee is so fucking bad because he never shaves over here. So this is all messed up. It's all white. It's not crisp. It's not a crisp, clean thing. There's lines where it's not even growing in. Oh, this white hair is... No, this white hair is not a white hair. This is a fucking backwards C. On the sides here, that doesn't even connect to anything. And then it's like it looks like he just never plucks his nose hairs, like, at all. It's like, it looks like the mustache just goes right up into his nose, like two, like, fucking nose plugs right here is what it looks like. And I'm sorry, but it's like, okay, you're gonna tell me this is all crazy white, but this is perfect dark, super dark black hair over here? You're gonna tell me that, huh? Yeah, He dies.
The social media team says they're going to do something. They do nothing to help. Literally do nothing at all to help. Thank God the install reps know what they're doing. Because the guy was really nice. Probably, and the thing is, I don't think I've ever had a problem with anyone coming out here. And the moment a physical person arrives at your home, they're informed, they're knowledgeable, they're honest, and they help as much as they can. The problem is everything before that.
Oh, really? Oh, really, Phil? We just watched you shit on like, what was it? Two different garbage disposal maintenance guys that came in to fix your thing, and you were shitting on them like crazy. This guy didn't know what he was doing. He was scamming me. He came in for nothing. All this stuff, and you were shitting on him. Okay.
Before that is a waste of your time. We don't care. Everything automated, or go to a person who's reading a form or a checklist, or, you know, their stupid instructions. No one can freaking help you. No one. And then you say, well, escalate to someone who can. Oh, we don't have the ability to do that. Then what do you get paid for? Why are you even employed? You do nothing.
So someone answers the goddamn phone so people like you don't fucking bitch and whine and complain. And no one answers the phone, they just hang up on me. Oh, what the fuck? They're like low-level people who just like answer your phone calls and then they refer it to... You don't know what bureaucracy is, do you, Phil? You don't understand how actual businesses work. It's like they have different departments, so they need the first point of contact a customer is going to have with your company is these people here, and they're going to talk to you first, greet you, figure out your problem, and then they're going to refer you to any department that is going to be closest to handling your fucked up situation. So usually it works really good, but when some dumbass comes in with something so ridiculous like having 2 goddamn internet lines for one account or 2 accounts or whatever, he has 2 accounts with 2 different internet lines, but he's the same client for both of those. It's kind of throws a wrench into things because they're like, we've never even thought that anyone would be this fucking stupid that he's paying us twice for the same fucking line. So who the fuck do I send him to? You know what I mean? Like, it's not the receptionist's fault that they don't know where to send you to because your issue is so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They have different departments to handle different things. All these different departments don't usually communicate with each other on every single thing. So you have to like, oh, I originally talked to this department. Well, you're talking to this other department now, and I don't know what you told them. So you're going to have to tell me the same shit you just told that department. So I understand what you want from us because I don't know what the fuck you told that other department. I'm not talking to that other department. I'm talking to you, sir. So it's like, you don't understand anything about how actual businesses work.
You just sit there, read a script, and you help no one. Why are they... It doesn't make any sense at all, right?
It doesn't make any sense.
So, it baffles me, the way these companies are operated today in 2023. So, sorry that yesterday we had the interruption. Good news is it wasn't bad. Like, that was the least of the problems. It wasn't a big deal at all. And like I said, my house is better now. I have all these extra lines and shit are gone. The amplifier's gone. My internet works fine without it. This is nice. So, I was very pleased with the ultimate resolution. The problem was the hours of wasted time to get there is so ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, I wish this company were better, but the thing is, I don't even have opportunity to give them feedback to tell them what they did wrong.
He's so fucking mad he can't like actually rate the actual people who like. Well, no, he did. He just fucking told us that like he had a chance to rate the people who set up the appointment. So, like, yeah, you did have a chance to do that. You did do it.
I don't.
What are you talking about?
How do I tell them? Well, I can't call anywhere. There's no line to call for customer feedback.
Oh, my God, he's such a little bitch.
Click a number. I'm serious. Click
You're such a little fucking Karen.
All right, done. Your survey's done. Well, how the fuck did that help you? So...
You really think that a whole company is going to change the way they do things because one dumbass Karen who doesn't understand how the world works is bitching and complaining? Anyway, they're not going to change. You're not going to change anything, Phil.
I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy. 3 years, I'll have better internet. Not really better. It's basically the same speeds. It's better download speeds, which I'll never use. Like, when am I going to use better download speeds, right? Probably never.
When am I going to use better download? What? Like, I download shit all the time. What are you talking about, sir? You don't download games, apparently? How many? What about all the different times when you turn on your stream, start up your system, and there's a huge fucking 60 gig update for your game that you didn't know about, and now you're complaining because it's taking so long to fucking download it. Oh, but you don't download anything, huh? You just download every fucking game you own.
Upload speed, that's kind of important to me for obviously for streaming and, you know, if you're getting videos to YouTube, but that hasn't really changed. I don't have the top of the line package. There is a top of the line package available.
Oh, you should have upgraded to that, Phil. Why not?
Expensive than what I'm paying now, and I didn't think that was going to
waste more money.
If ever I decide to upgrade my equipment where I can like do 4K quality, then I would probably upgrade my internet. And like I said, what I was told was,
Phil, your content right now isn't even HD. It's like, yes, it's technically 720p, but like he claims his quality or his webcam or whatever gameplay is HD, super HD 1080p. And it's like, well, 1080p is real, like in general, even for normal, like 1080p is not all that HD anyway. But especially for him, especially with his shitty webcam and stuff, like it's still like, look at this. This is not HD as it is, Phil. This is 1080p. This does not look 1080p. This looks fucking 720 at best, Phil. And he's thinking so if he ever went to 4K, it would look more like 1440p is what it would look like. It's like, ooh, slightly better. Or maybe it would actually look like 1080p instead, but he'd be streaming at 4K, but it would look like 1080.
Give it another year or two, and they're going to actually start doing major like changes to the kind of internet that they're offering. And when they do that, if I go to the new offerings, I may not need the 2 internet lines anymore. That 1 internet line might be way better than anything they have now.
You don't need 2 internet lines as it is now.
The other account, and only have to deal with 1 from now on, and that's enough sufficient for my whole house. That'll be great. If those days come, I can't wait for that. Okay, so
hell, you could probably get fiber optics right now if you wanted to. You probably could. No, I can't do that. Ugh. Fucking bug.